There was a time when our solar system had 9 planets, and at the very edge there was a small, distant world called Pluto. Then one day it was gone. Not physically, but from the list of planets we had always known. No explosions, no disappearance, just a decision that changed everything. But here's the real question, where is Pluto now? Is it still out there, wandering in the darkness? Or has this forgotten world become something else entirely? A world on the edge. Let's begin with what Pluto really is. Pluto is not a typical planet, it's a frozen world made of ice, rock, and exotic frozen gases like nitrogen and methane. It's smaller than Earth's moon, yet complex enough to have mountains, glaciers, and even weather patterns. And then there's Charon, its largest moon. So large, in fact, that Pluto and Charon orbit each other like a binary system. This is not just a distant object, it's an entire miniature world system hidden in the dark. The search for the ninth planet began in the early 20th century. Astronomers believed that there had to be another planet beyond Neptune. After years of searching, a young astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh finally spotted it in 1930. It was small, faint, and barely visible, but it was enough. Pluto was declared the ninth planet. For decades, it held that title, becoming a symbol of mystery at the edge of our solar system. But the deeper we looked into space, the more complicated things became. The day Pluto lost its title, in 2006, everything changed. The International Astronomical Union introduced a formal definition of what a planet is. To qualify, an object must have orbit the Sun, be spherical, and clear its orbital neighborhood. Pluto met the first two, but failed the third. It shared its orbit with countless icy bodies in a distant region of space. And just like that, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. The reaction was immediate. People were confused, even angry. How could a planet just stop being a planet? Isn't it weird? The mission that changed everything. To truly understand Pluto, we needed to go there. So NASA launched a mission called New Horizons, which changed the perspective of Pluto. In 2006, this spacecraft began a journey of over 3 billion miles. For 9 years, it traveled through the darkness of space. And finally in 2015, it finally arrived. When it sent back, shocked the world. Pluto was not just a frozen rock. It had towering mountains made of water ice, vast plains of frozen nitrogen, and a massive heart-shaped region glowing softly in the sunlight. It was alive in ways we never expected. Now the question is, where is Pluto now? Where is Pluto today? It hasn't disappeared. It hasn't wandered off. It still orbits the Sun, far beyond Neptune, in a region known as the Kuiper Belt. This is a vast zone filled with icy remnants from the early solar system. Pluto's orbit is highly unusual. Sometimes it actually comes closer to the Sun than Neptune before drifting back into the deep cold. One full orbit takes 248 Earth years. Right now, Pluto is moving silently through this distant region. billions of kilometers away, bathed in the faint sunlight. A hidden ocean. Despite its extreme cold, some scientists believe Pluto may hide a secret beneath its surface, a subsurface ocean. If it's true, this would mean that even in the farthest reaches of our solar system, conditions for life might exist. Not life as we know it, but something microscopic, something resilient. It's a possibility that keeps scientists searching and questioning everything we thought we knew. Actually, we doesn't knew. What is the future of Pluto? We have many questions, and the most important question is that will Pluto ever be called a planet again? The debate is far from over. Some scientists argue that the definition of a planet is too narrow. Others believe Pluto represents an entirely new class of worlds. It could have life, it could be have anything. But regardless of its label, Pluto remains one of the most fascinating objects we have ever discovered. A world that challenged our definitions and expanded our understanding of the cosmos. This is so fascinating. Pluto may be small, but its story is enormous. From a celebrated planet to a controversial outcast to a mysterious world waiting to be explored again, relive again, and even now, far beyond the reach of most human technology, Pluto continues its silent journey through the darkness of space, waiting to be discovered all over again. If you like the video, subscribe for more.